So we're back at the coffee table, but there's something different this time because there's nothing here. There's nothing here except the my potential spoilers mug, courtesy of Rosanna Doherty. And it's just me, and of course Linden's joined me yet again.
That's right.
So I'm equal parts excited for this video, and I'm also equal parts nervous for this video because this time, Linden... Well, I usually, when I make one of these videos, I have a pretty fair idea of what I'm going to be consuming. A pretty fair idea anyway. Sometimes I have no idea what it's going to be like, what it's going to taste like, or any number of factors, but at least I'm picking out what I'm putting in my body. But this time, Linden has decided that he's going to surprise me with some mystery snacks or mystery foods. I have no idea what he's picked. I've given him carte blanche, so he's been able to pick whatever he wanted, but he has given one caveat. He has insisted that we have a chopping board on hand, and this fits really nicely with the table, I think. But he's insisted that we have a chopping board and a knife. So we know that there's going to be some sort of cutting involved, or there's going to be something that involves slicing.
We're going to have to kill it, so it's fresh.
Okay. Now I'm even more nervous. So, yeah, we know that there's chopping involved, and that's about it. So, what was yours, just before you give me the first thing that you've selected? Okay, first of all, how many things have you got?
So I've got 4 surprises for you.
4 mystery foods.
So I've got 2 ones that are, like, interesting.
Okay.
I've got one, I don't know what this is, and then I've got a really, I don't know what this is one.
Okay.
But I haven't got anything that I wouldn't have subjected myself to.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because I'm sure you're going to try some of these things too, right?
Yes.
Or is it just me? Okay.
Some of these things I've had in the past.
My tummy just rumbled, so I think it's a good time that we're going to have a snack right now, because it'd be snack time either way.
Right.
So you're saying some of the things you tried in the past.
Yes.
And what was your selection process? Were you just like...
So I went out and selected the ones with the wackiest names.
Okay, well that sounds good. Well, let's have the first one.
So I've got some buns for you, hun, and we're going to start off with...
Wow.
This.
What is it? It looks like... I don't know. It looks like it's got something in it, like an apricot or something. I guess we should just get straight into it. Maybe I should try and work out what it is as I'm eating it. So would you take the camera and I'll give it a nice slice. And then we can really sort of assess what's going on. Now I can see why you wanted the chopping board and the knife. Look how easily that's sliced. Well, I said apricot before. Have a look at that. If you can see that. That looks more like pumpkin to me. So my guess is this is some sort of like pumpkin pastry. I'm guessing it's sweet, just from the look of it. I haven't smelled it. I'll smell it. It doesn't smell sweet. Well, I'll give it a taste. And we'll confirm if it is indeed sweet and pumpkin or not. Let's find out. It doesn't quite taste like pumpkin to me. It tastes more like maybe like a sweet potato. Or perhaps a yam. I tell you what, though. I tell you what, Barbie. That's become my new little... I originally started off this series by saying I describe everything as little, but now I find that when I eat things, I'm saying stuff like, I tell you what, all the time, and people have compared me to Hank Hill, so I've got to be more conscious of that moving forward. I tell you what, though, Bobby, it isn't too bad. Let me take another bite.
So you don't have to eat it all, because you've got a couple to try.
Yeah, that's true.
And this one is quite sweet. So it's...
I'll tell you what, it's sweet, but it's not really that sweet. It's probably the smallest amount of sweet that you can imagine from some sort of pastry. What is it? I really want to know. Was I close?
So it is sweet potato.
Oh, there you go.
So it's like a sweet potato bun or like pancake.
Oh, yes. And that's pretty much it. So just a sweet potato pancake, you say?
Yeah, more or less.
It's not bad. I probably would have preferred it a little sweeter, but...
Really?
Yeah, it's something I'd have as a snack, but maybe with a little bit of more syrup or something. Maybe I'd dip it in some kind of, I don't know. I'm going crazy here. Have you had this one before?
I have had this one before.
Okay, so you don't need to try this one. All right, should clear this.
I can put it...
Well, that one wasn't too bad at all. I've got to say, I am actually feeling a lot better about this now because, as a start, that was pretty good. pretty good start. So if they're all like that, we can only be in for a good time.
Well, starting you off easy.
Okay.
And now we're going to taper those expectations with this little bun.
Oh.
A very big bun.
A little bun. Okay, well, let's... It is actually quite large. Look at how it is compared to my hand. And, alright, I'm going to give it a smell and try and work out what it is as I try and juggle the camera and this at the same time. Alright. It just smells like bread to me. Place it in there. Let's slice into it and see if we can work out what this is. Oh, I'm ruining the structural integrity of the bun. Oh, wow, I was not expecting... would you describe that as purple, black, or brown? So it's kind of hard to tell in this light, but to me, it looks a lot like purple. There's also a lot of space in there. Like, it's a bit cavernous in there, so it looks like there's more dough to whatever that is ratio. I've got to ask straight away, is this something you've had before?
I have had this one before.
You've had this before. Okay, cool. Well, let me try it then.
Chewed food.
I have no idea what that is, but I can tell you I'm not a fan of it. Whatever this is, I can't determine what flavour that is, but it doesn't taste of too much, but what I can taste, I'm not a huge fan of.
Right.
Can you tell me what it is?
So, you made a mistake with identifying the colour, because those are clearly red beans. This is a red bean bun. And you're probably not really showing up on camera, but it's very much still beans.
Yeah, well, it definitely sort of tastes like beans.
Because I've had red bean in the past, and a lot of the time it's been like smashed or like into like a paste.
Okay.
This is still very beany.
Yeah, it is.
And it's got a bit of like a gritty texture to it almost.
Yes.
Why are you showing everyone your big bite mark?
So they can see that I've actually bitten it. Why not? Why not? All right. I'm not going to take another bite of that one because I think I've had enough of that one. I'll probably eat it off camera. Wink, wink. All right. Should we move on to our next one?
So I've had that one before, and I did not like it.
Okay. Well, now you've got a whole nother half that you can eat and not enjoy.
Now, this is where the surprises really start coming.
Okay.
Here, I don't know what these are like.
Okay, wow.
You'll be...
So it's a mystery to both of us.
Going out into uncharted territory.
Okay. So I'm guessing you got these from some sort of like local bakery?
I got these from a couple of bakeries.
Okay, so they're from a number of local bakeries. Okay.
So now we've got another bun.
Oh, wow. Wow, this one looks good. Look at that. Wow, I'm actually excited for this one.
This one's got a hat on.
It does. Look at that. That's, If I had to guess just from looking at it, I would say that it's some sort of like pineapple sweet bun. Let me, inspect it further. Again, it doesn't smell of much, but yeah, I'm guessing it's some sort of pineapple flavour. At least I really hope from the colour that it's some sort of pineapple or melon.
What makes you think pineapple? Just from the colour?
Just from the colour. Yeah, that's just my initial thought. I'm just going from gut. I mean, the side here doesn't tell me much. Let's cut it open and investigate further. We'll hand the camera over to here. All right, let's find out. Let's do a bit of a cross-section. Again, I'm really pleased at how easily these are slicing. Maybe it just shows the quality of the knife that I bought like 4 years ago. All right. There's something inside. There's something inside here. I don't know if you can see that. That looks like some sort of fruit.
Looks like a face.
Hello there. I'm Mr. Mystery Bun. Happy to see you. Anyway. It smells interesting. I guess there's nothing left to do but to give it a taste and find out what it is. There's some sort of custard in it. And some sort of fruit. It may be pineapple. It's definitely like custard and, like I said, some sort of fruit. I'm just presuming pineapple. But I tell you what, it's not bad. I'm going to have another bite.
I tell you what, Bobby, it looks like you like it compared to like the red bean bun.
So far, I don't know if you can see me pointing with enthusiasm. this one here has been the best that I've had out of the 3.
Okay.
It's been good. It's been good. And
Well,
you said you haven't had this. And
I
what is
haven't
it?
had this one. So you were very much on the money. It is a pineapple bun.
Oh, perfect. Well, I reckon you should try it. It's only fair since you haven't tried it that you should give it a go yourself. Now we just have an empty board to look at while Linden is eating. But yeah, I don't... This is a lot sweeter than the sweet potato one, so I don't know if you're expecting that from a bun like this. Or if you'll be a fan of the custard.
It is nice.
It's very pleasant.
Whereas I find the sweet potato one is like surprisingly sweet. Or maybe because I've had a whole one. The sweetness sort of adds up.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah, this is quite nice. I can definitely see the sweetness adding up as you eat a whole one. You wouldn't want a second one.
Yeah, no, this would be very filling on its own. Well, it's lucky that we've got 3 or 4 in total. But all different ones. But yeah, I can't wait to find out what the 4th one is, given that presumably you've saved the best for last.
I've saved the most outrageous for last.
Okay. Well, yeah, I suddenly feel like I should be nervous again. But yeah, let's find out what it is. He's reaching into his bag again. Oh my.
And here we are.
Look at this.
Final bun.
Wow. That's the biggest one yet. Look at how big it is compared to my hand. That's massive. And what...
You've just got very small hands.
Perhaps there's something in there. There's some sort of layer. Look, there's a little bit of... This is more like a pastry than like... Well, these are all pastries, aren't they? But this is more traditionally a pastry. It's... I think... Is that... Am I smelling this right now? Is that what I can smell? The air is suddenly very strong. Oh, what does that smell like? Oh, I don't know if it's a good smell or a bad smell.
It is quite pungent, but it is also slightly sweet smelling, isn't it?
Yeah, it smells a bit like passion fruit, and it also smells a bit like if someone mixed passion fruit with ricotta cheese, basically. All right, I'm going to hand you the camera so we can cut it open and find out what's inside this. And hopefully, I'm hoping we don't make a mess, because it is got some sort of cream or cheese in the middle here. And I'm hoping that... Oh, there we go. It's actually come apart quite nicely. Wow, that's very pungent. So we can see in here, if you look at this cross-section, there's definitely some sort of cream or icing or something. I'm just tasting the icing on its own. Could this be... Hold on, I think I've worked out what this is. I think I've worked out what this is just from the smell alone. Is this some sort of durian pastry? Like there's some sort of like durian bun or something like that? Because I've never actually had durian, so I'm not familiar with the flavour or the smell. But it is very pungent in here, and like I said, it smells a bit like passion fruit, so I'll try it, and I'll tell you if it tastes any better than it smells. Right, here we go. Oh my god.
How's it taste?
That is one of the most unpleasant things that I've ever had.
Really?
Oh my god. I was expecting it to taste sweet. It tastes worse than it smells. First of all.
Okay. It smells very pungent, but I wouldn't say it's a bad pungent.
Oh. It tastes like it's off. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like bad cheese. Like you've left the cream cheese in the fridge for about 3 or 4 days too long past the expiry date, and you made yourself like a nice little cream cheese sandwich. And you know when you're eating cream cheese if it's been there for too long, because it doesn't have that same sort of sweet flavour. Oh, that's rough. I cannot touch. I cannot even have that near me anymore. That is horrible. You got to tell me what it is.
So this is a discounted cheese bun. No, you're actually right. It's durian. It's a durian bun.
Oh,
and to be fair, I have no idea if it's what's the word?
In date?
In date or not?
I hope it is. Now, it's only fair that you try it, and let me just tell you, I will not be shocked.
Do you know what? I think...
If you're not able to stomach this one, because...
I think I'm a bit full there after...
Oh, that's convenient. Oh boy. All I can say is brace yourself, because it's probably not going to be very pleasant to you. Or if you do like it.
Alright. So I'll tell you a little story about this when I went and bought it. So I went to a different bakery to buy this. And I asked for it, and they don't keep them out front. So they went out back to get it.
Okay.
And so a different lady came back to give it to me from out back. But when she saw me standing there with the bun, she didn't think it was for me, and she wouldn't give it to me.
Okay. She's probably like, why would this guy want it? Good luck is all I can say.
Oh my god.
I tried to warn you.
It is not the flavour you expect to like.
No. It's borderline sweet and savoury, doesn't it?
It is. It's such like a shocking flavour. It's like acidic almost.
Yeah. It actually tastes worse than it smells.
I don't think it smells that bad. Like something smells uncanny about it, like a bit off. But it has still like a sweetness. But when you put it in your mouth, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to eat some of that pineapple bun to sort of get rid of the flavour.
It's also quite gritty. I don't know how they've made it. I don't know if they've like if it's just durian slapped on there, or if it's like been mixed into like a cream cheese.
Whatever it is, it's not
really
good.
Look, it's when you first bite into it, it's pretty bad. It's pretty like you're like, oh, what have I got myself into? But as you sort of go through it, you're like, it's okay. Like it's edible. I'll tell you. Here's what I will say. It's nicer than the fake bacon.
Oh yeah.
It's much nicer than that.
I probably prefer the fake bacon over this, to be perfectly honest, because I don't know. That's just too much for me. That durian. I've never had durian before, and if that's what durian tastes like, I don't want to have durian ever again. Never again. Oh well.
Look, I've been eyeing it up around the place, thinking I've never had it. Maybe I'll give it a go. And after this, I'm going to be a lot more wary. It's going to take some time to build up the courage again to like try anything durian flavoured.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed our hot buns. These episodes, well, they weren't hot at all. They were actually quite cold even. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed our 4 mystery buns. If these are anything you've had before, you can let us know why we should be more forgiving of maybe a durian one. Or
it's got a nice aftertaste. It feels like I've just been having like a mango or something.
Well, I just had a different bun, so that has a better aftertaste. But yeah, join us next time for whatever it is we do next. It will be a mystery.